What's going on, everybody? Chris Meany here of FTN, taking a look at the 7-game slate in the NHL over at PrizePicks.com, where you can mix and match across all the sports that you love, and they're all happening here in the month of October. FTN, a 100% first deposit match of up to $100. Already signed up? Refer a friend, and it's $25 in your PrizePicks account. By now, you know the rules. If not, a simple over or under on a player's prop or their fantasy score. I got a couple shot props here for you this evening. Let's start with Blake Coleman, a member of the Calgary Flames, going into New Jersey to take on his former squad in the Devils. This has nothing to do with a revenge spot. I'm sure that Coleman will have a little bit of a giddy up in his step here this evening against his former squad. But if you look at Blake Coleman with the Flames, it's a small sample, only 4 games. He has cleared over 2 shots in each of those 4 games. He put 8 pucks on net last night in a game against the Rangers. For Blake Coleman, his numbers over the past 2 seasons with Tampa, his ice time pretty low when he was still a volume shooter as a guy who could score 20 goals, but he was really just playing on the third line, getting no power play time, and he hasn't gotten a lot of power play time in Calgary either, and he may not in this game here this evening, but he's playing inside a top 6 role, and if you go back and look at his statistics in the back of the hockey card, you see a guy who played quite a bit when he was with the Devils. He was one of 3 players just 4 seasons ago to have over 200 shots, to have over 200 hits, and to score 20-plus goals, and he's off to a really good start here this season with the Flames. At least 3 shots, as I mentioned, in his first 4 games, and 8 in his last game. So I'm taking the over on 2. I'm taking the over on 2 when it comes to Matt Duchene as well, as you see over at PrizePicks.com. You're seeing a different Matt Duchene here with the Nashville Predators so far this season. He has played 6 games, and he has cleared 2 shots in each of those games. In fact, 1 game he did only have 2 shots, but 4 shots, 3, 2, 4, and 3 in his last game. He's played at least 18 minutes in each of those 6 games, and he's played over 19 minutes in 5 of his 6 games. He's on that top line. He's on that first power play. A disappointing season for Duchene last year. He's starting to hear the noise about that lengthy and expensive contract that he got from the Predators a couple seasons ago. It is go time for Matt Duchene, and he's looked pretty good to start the season, so I'm taking over 2 shots with him as well. And then the final one I'm looking at is Shay Theodore at 2 shots, taking the over here as well. You know, for Vegas, they're without their 2 best forwards in Mark Stone and Max Pacioretty. The offense has to come from not just their first line, and now their second and third, obviously not that great here at the moment. The first line is going to have to go up against Nate McKinnon, who's going to really own the puck here this evening. The Predators, or the Vegas Golden Knights rather, have given up a lot of quality chances and a lot of shots. They've been on the wrong side, but they're also generating a lot themselves, and it's because defensemen like Shay Theodore and Alex Pietrangelo, they have to drive the offense from the back end to account for some of these other guys that they're missing. So you're seeing Shay Theodore carry the puck up like he can from red line to red line, his own goal line to the other team's opposing blue line, and he's generating some shot attempts. He's cleared 2.5 shots in each of his past 3 games after not putting a puck on net in his first game of the season, but the ice time has been there as well, 25 minutes, 27 minutes, and 23. So for 3 shots, 3 shots, and 5 shots in his last 3 games, like I said, you're starting to see just trying to find as much offense as they can, and he's an offensive defenseman. So Alex Pietrangelo, always going to be in play, but for Shay Theodore, we can get him at 2 shots. So taking the over on Shay Theodore, the over on Blake Coleman, and the over on Matt Duchene, all at 2. If they change to 2.5, I would take them all as well, as I think they can clear 2.5 and get to 3 shots. On the way out, those Winnipeg boys, Kyle Connor and Nikolai Ehlers, are both at 3 if you're looking for some late night action. This is the 3rd time they've played the Anaheim Ducks this season. Kyle Connor has 11 shots in those 2 games. He has at least 4 in 4 of his 5. And for Nikolai Ehlers, he has 11 shots in his last 2 games and 14 shots on goal in his 2 games against the Ducks. I think both guys probably get to that 4-shot number. If I had to choose one of the 2, it would be Kyle Connor. No Mark Scheifele here tonight. No Blake Wheeler. It looks like Paul Stastny could be out of the lineup as well. These guys could both play 20-plus minutes, and they're both going to get top power play time as well. And the Ducks have allowed the 3rd most shot attempts and the 3rd most shots on goal at 5-5 per 60 minutes this season. For more, check out ftndaily.com. If you have a question, leave it there in the YouTube section. I'll circle back before a puck drop. Make sure you use that promo code FTN. Good luck tonight. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.